Greetings, Mayor, members of council, city manager, and the viewing public. My name is Todd Vasquez-Housley, and I am the division manager for the City of Oxnard Environmental Resources Division. This presentation is for the agreement with Waste Management of California Incorporated for solid waste disposal at Simi Valley Landfill for the City Council meeting of May 4th, 2021. Recommendation that the City Council, 1, approve addendum number 6 to the Simi Valley Landfill and Recycling Center Expansion Project Final Environmental Impact Report, and 2, approve and authorize the mayor to execute agreement A-8280 with Waste Management of California Incorporated for a 5-year term for an estimated value of $53,210,723, effective May 15th, 2021 through May 14th, 2026 for solid waste disposal at the Simi Valley Landfill. Background. The City of Oxnard Environmental Resources Division provides for the collection and processing of waste, recyclables, and organic material to approximately 52,453 customer service accounts. These materials are processed through the city-owned Del Norte Recycling and Transfer Station, also known as Del Norte, at 111 South Del Norte Boulevard in Oxnard. After necessary material sorting, excess solid waste is loaded onto trucks and transported for disposal at 2 regional landfills. Those are Tolan Road Landfill, operated by Ventura Regional Sanitation District, or VRSD, and Simi Valley Landfill, operated by Waste Management of California Incorporated, or WMC. Last year, the City of Oxnard transferred approximately 280,000 tons of solid waste to both landfills. The table below summarizes the 2 existing agreements. Agreement A-5906 with VRSD allows for disposal of 48% of Del Norte's daily transferred solid waste at Tolan Road Landfill. The current rate per ton at Tolan Road Landfill is $32.81. Agreement A-7618 with Waste Management allows for solid waste disposal of the balance of 52% of Del Norte's daily transferred solid waste at Simi Valley Landfill. This agreement also allows for up to 100% disposal if Tolan Landfill is closed. The current rate per ton at Simi Valley Landfill is $31.99. Both agreements were set to expire November 14th, 2020, but were extended through May 14th, 2021 by City Council action on October 20th, 2020. This was to allow sufficient time to complete the RFP process, select a new vendor, seek council's approval, and generate new agreements. In order to ensure the best value for Oxnard residents and ratepayers, staff regularly reviews vendor costs and services. With current landfill agreements set to expire, a request for proposals, RFP number ER20-96, was initiated on June 17, 2020. The RFP was sent to Waste Management, VRSD, and a third company known as Waste Connections, who owns and operates the Chiquita Canyon Landfill in Castaic. These are the 3 permitted landfills considered to be local based upon their proximity to the Del Norte facility. The RFP was also posted on the city's website and at www.publicpurchase.com. Concurrently, the city contracted with Kennedy Jenks Consulting to assist in preparing methodologies to evaluate responses to the RFP. By the July 29th, 2020 deadline, the city received 2 qualified proposals, one from VRSD and one from Waste Management. The RFP process included follow-up meetings with each vendor. On September 10th, 2020, the city met with Waste Management. This was to ensure that there were no contingencies with respect to the submitted pricing, provided them an opportunity to submit a best and final offer. As a result of that, Waste Management provided updated pricing on October 12th, 2020, as shown in Table 2 on the next slide. The updated pricing reduces the 100% per ton rate to $28.99 per ton. On September 14th, 2020, the city met with Ventura Regional Sanitation District. We requested information on a timeline for completion of the permit modification mentioned in their proposal. We also discussed guarantees that VRSD would provide for their pricing between 50% and 100% of daily tonnage of Oxnard solid waste if permit modification is not approved. We also provided them an opportunity to submit a best and final offer. VRSD was unable to provide further information and did not provide updated pricing as a follow-up to this meeting. Table 2 reflects the disposal cost per ton provided by each bidder after the meeting with both companies. The VRSD proposal includes pricing that is contingent upon a landfill permit modification and states, VRSD hereby guarantees that it will accept up to 50% of the city's solid waste on both a daily and annual basis throughout the term of the future agreement. VRSD hereby guarantees that it will accept up to 100% of the city's solid waste on both a daily and annual basis throughout the term of the future agreement, conditional upon approving of a modification to all relevant permits, which currently limits daily and annual tonnage acceptance at the Tolan landfill, in accordance with the Tolan Optimizational Plan. The Tolan Optimizational Plan requests a daily allowable tonnage limit of 2,864 tons per day. No timeline or additional details were mentioned regarding the modification to relevant permits. Until final approval of a new permit through all regulatory authorities, the Tolan Road landfill is not able to accept more than 50% of the Del Norte daily capacity. Staff proceeded to compare both proposals to determine the best value while meeting the city's requirements. This included analysis of transportation costs for each landfill location and adjustments for any statutory surcharges, which both proposers will pass on through the city. Staff's recommendation to select Waste Management as successful proposer was scheduled for the January 12th, 2021 Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting. On January 12th, 2021, the city received a letter from VRSD entitled Item Number D2 for the January 12th, 2021 City of Oxnard Public Works and Transportation Committee agenda. Agreement with Waste Management of California Incorporated for solid waste disposal. This letter questioned the city's recommendation, and it required review by the city staff and the city attorney. To provide city staff with adequate time to address the VRSD letter, the city manager requested that the landfill agenda item be continued from the Public Works and Transportation Committee on January 12th, 2021 to a future meeting. On January 1st, 2021, a County of Ventura county surcharge fee at the Simi Valley Landfill and Recycling Center increased by 7 cents per ton. As a public agency, VRSD does not pay this surcharge, and their proposal pricing did not change. Table 3 on the next slide reflects the appropriate changes to proposal pricing with the current city transfer fleet cost per ton. Table 3 is the overview of updated rates, including January 1st, 2021 county surcharge increase and city transfer fleet costs per ton. Table 4 is an estimated annual cost from each proposal, including the city's fleet transfer costs. Evaluation of proposals. Waste Management has provided a proposal that guarantees competitive pricing for up to 100% of the city's transferred solid waste. The Simi Valley Landfill is a state-permitted landfill owned and operated by Waste Management of California, Incorporated, and is located at 2801 Madera Road in Simi Valley. The Simi Valley Landfill has been in operation since 1970 and is permitted to accept a daily waste capacity of 8,000 tons through the year 2062. Waste Management also provided pricing for 3 backup landfills should Simi Valley Landfill close for any reason. The backup landfills are Palmdale Landfill in Palmdale, California, Lancaster Landfill in Lancaster, California, and El Sobrante Landfill in Corona, California. Staff are exploring opportunities for providing more efficient operations and further lowering costs and vehicle emissions based on additional services offered through the Waste Management proposal. One option is the use of a larger capacity tipper trailer for hauling solid waste. Tipper trailers are mechanically simpler and require no mechanism for offloading at the landfill. They have a 15% larger capacity than the walking floor trailers currently used by the city. They are less expensive to purchase, operate, and maintain. The larger capacity also translates to a reduction of greenhouse gases by requiring fewer trips to and from the landfill. Simi Valley Landfill supports tipper-style trailers. Tolan Landfill does not. Summary. The VRSD proposal clearly states that Tolan Landfill is not capable of accepting more than 50% of the city's daily tonnage without final approval of a permit modification. VRSD's proposed rate per ton at the lower daily tonnage percentage amounts, 50% and below, are not as competitive as the Waste Management proposal. Additionally, staff is looking to improve efficiency and reduce costs and greenhouse gases by implementing tipper-style trailers. Again, this is not supported in the VRSD proposal. Because of these factors, staff is recommending to move forward with an agreement with Waste Management for 100% of the city's daily tonnage. At the proposed price of $29.06 per ton, this will save the city a minimum of $700,000 annually compared to current annual costs. Environmental determination. The City of Oxnard staff prepared addendum number 6 to the Certified Simi Valley Landfill and Recycling Center Expansion Project, or SVLRC, Environmental Impact Report, or EIR, and addendum number 6 is included as an attachment to the staff report provided to the full City Council. Addendum number 6 was prepared pursuant to the requirements of the California Environmental Quality Act, or CEQA, Public Resources Code 21000, the regulations promulgated thereunder, 14 California Code of Regulations, 15000 CEQA guidelines. Addendum number 6 is appropriate pursuant to CEQA guidelines 15164, since staff has found that no additional potentially significant impacts were identified for this project. Only minor changes and additions to the SVLRC EIR are necessary to address the project changes. The original mitigations will remain applicable and no circumstances exist calling for the preparation of an additional CEQA document pursuant to CEQA guidelines 15162 and 15163. Therefore, staff has determined that there is no substantial evidence that the project would result in new or substantially more severe impacts than those identified in the SVLRC EIR and associated addenda. Accordingly, none of the conditions that trigger the need to prepare a subsequent environmental impact report pursuant to CEQA guidelines 15162 or negative declaration would occur. Pursuant to CEQA guidelines 1564, the City Council shall consider addendum number 6 prior to taking action on this project. Financial impact. The agreement's estimated value is $53,210,723 over a 5-year term from May 15th, 2021 through May 14th, 2026. The estimated agreement value includes annual tonnage growth rate of 3.2%, an annual consumer price increase of 2.5%, and an annual 2.5% for landfill regulatory fees assessed by Waste Management by government agencies for the tonnage delivered by the city at Simi Valley Landfill. These estimates are conservative to ensure that budgeting and planning are appropriate. Funds are budgeted and currently available in the Environmental Resources Enterprise Fund, account number 631-6314-844-82-68, to cover for the cost of waste disposal at the Simi Valley Landfill for the remaining period of fiscal year 2021. These funds were approved by Council through the fiscal year 2021 budget process. The cost for waste disposal in subsequent fiscal years will be requested through the budgeting process. The table above shows the projected costs through the term of the proposed contract. This concludes my presentation. I look forward to answering any questions at the May 4th, 2021 City Council meeting. Thank you.